Hey folks, it's dinner time. Oops, that's getting real hot. I'm going to turn that down a little bit. I'm going to make for you a quick stir fry. Actually, I'm going to turn it off because it is smoking. It's super hot. I'm going to make first of all, hey, it's Demetra, Sweet Savant, your personal chef. I was getting this all set up for you, and I figured I would just go live right quick and cook some dinner. And I'm going to do it, and I'm not going to use not one knife. I'm not cutting, chopping, dicing, slicing, anything. I'm going to use some real easy tricks to get a fast, delicious dinner on the table with a little help from the grocery store, using things like, carefully pick that up, coleslaw mix, just cabbage, a couple types of cabbage and carrots, sugar snap peas, bean sprouts. Can you see that all there? I had some frozen spinach that I just thawed and pat as dry as I could. And I'm using rice noodles. Did those. And that, you don't even have to boil. You don't use a pot. You just soak it in hot water. That's this thin rice noodles. It takes maybe 8 minutes tops. Oh, I'm spilling stuff. All right, so let's get started. My pan is already hot. It was actually too hot. Oh, I'm going to use a couple of eggs in there. I'm just going to put that, let's start with the snap peas actually, because that's going to take longest to cook. Get those in there. And I'm just going to season it with a little ginger, grated ginger and garlic. I'm not using a knife for that either. I hope you can see me clearly, because I can't see you while I'm cooking. Can you see? And if you have any questions, either you can go ahead and type them in, and afterwards I'll address them. I'll go through the questions, or you can hold your questions to the end, and then I'll just hop on after everything is done, and we can go over some questions. So those chicken snap peas are in there, and that takes really short time to cook. Like I said, we're just going to do a quick stir fry. And I'm going to use this really wide pan instead of a wok, because you can give all this cooking area that gets hot pretty evenly. Like if I move it off to the side, then this part will be cooler. And I can move stuff that's already finished off to the side. So you can do that. Let that get really, really hot. You can add in, I'm going to add the shrimp next, actually. And you want to try to add your shrimp in one layer so that it doesn't steam. And these are peeled and deveined shrimp. See that there? Just peeled and deveined shrimp. I've thawed it under cold running water for just a few minutes, and those cook really quickly. I hope I don't set my smoke alarm off, so I didn't want to put the vent on, just because it's so noisy. So we're going to drop that in there. Like I said, it's really one pot, but you have a few bowls. We're going to let that sear. I'm going to tilt it so that some of the oil runs down there. And you can see clearly what we've got going on. And it really cooks so quickly. And I'm going to use my microplane to season. Instead of chopping with a knife, I'm going to use a microplane for some fresh garlic. You can see that there. Gets it really, really fine. The same thing for some fresh ginger. Frankly, I didn't even peel this either. It'll be so fine. If some peel gets in there, you won't even notice. And that was just about a ½ inch of fresh ginger. Get that in there. Whoops, I lost one. Just ignore that. I'm going to stir it around. And just until those shrimp curl up. Let me tell you, okay, it's going to go by so quickly. I'm going to add in, crack a couple of eggs in there. I'm not even going to waste a bowl by pre-scrambling it. I'm just going to crack the eggs directly into the pan. I hope you can see that clearly. Can you see? Wow, that's hot. And then we just kind of scramble it up. So if you have any questions, go ahead and type it in and we'll address them after all this is done, because I can't see right now what you're doing, what you're saying, if you're saying something. So we just add in those eggs, swirl it around. Then I'm going to add that coleslaw mix, some bean sprouts in. I did not use one knife. All I did was open some bags. And yes, it is more expensive to use something like coleslaw mix, you know, your pre-shredded vegetables. But I look at it like this. You're sort of paying a sous chef when you do that. Saves you time, saves your energy. If you come home from work, your husband comes home from work, your wife comes home from work, the kids come home from school, everybody's tired, everybody's hungry. This is faster than takeout, and I think it tastes better. You know exactly what's in it. You can add what you want. You can add peanut butter in here. Yes, for a little peanut sauce. You can add things like sesame oil, if you like that flavor. Oyster sauce, if you like that flavor. I'm going to put a little soy sauce and a Hello Kitty soy sauce in there. Like I said, we've got some, that's our salt. We've got our fresh ginger, our fresh garlic in there. Coleslaw mix, sugar snap peas. Our shrimp is done, a couple of scrambled eggs, bean sprouts, and now our rice noodles. And all we did was soak that in hot water for about 8 minutes. And that goes in. And this is dinner in real time. Real time, ladies and gentlemen. You saw it all go from raw to cooked. And I don't know, how many minutes was that? Not many. Not very many minutes. So you go ahead and stir that up. Actually, I'm going to get a pair of tongs. Let's use that to toss it around. There we go. Oops, I am making a mess, so excuse me. It's getting away from me. But look, this is enough. We're a family of 4. I think this is more than enough. If it's looking a little bit like you want to add some more soy sauce, add some more soy sauce. You can add a little oyster sauce in there if it will come out. There we go. Add a little oyster sauce. And then if you're going to add something like sesame oil, you add it in at the very end. I'm actually going to shut it off. Add sesame oil in at the very end because it's really all about the fragrance and the flavor. And it's, if you cook that sesame oil, the flavor kind of goes away. You know, you'll get that burst of sesame oil smell and the flavor just disappears. So that's it. Let me grab a plate. Pardon me. And you can call a family for dinner because it's done. So that was sugar snap peas or snow peas, whichever you prefer. Shrimp, about 2 pounds, you know, depending on the size of your family. Peeled and deveined shrimp, a couple of eggs, some coleslaw mix. That's just cabbage and some shredded carrots. Bean sprouts went in there. And that's it. Dinner's done. So, tell me that wasn't faster than takeout. Look at that. That's finished. Now I'm going to call them down for dinner. And we're going to eat. Well, first let me see if you got any questions. Hang on. I'm going to come around. Flip that camera back on me. Hang on one second. I apologize. So I'm going to flip that camera back around. And let's talk before I call them down. So, like I said, we just had the frozen shrimp. Already put the bag away because I didn't use it all. It was about 2 pounds of frozen shrimp. Bean sprouts, just those. And I just gave those a quick rinse. Some of these rice noodles that you just soak in water. You don't have to, cook it. You don't have to boil water. Just hot water from your tap. And what I used, 2 eggs that I scrambled right in the pan. And that's it. Oh, thank you. Hey, Gretchen. You know what? This is quick. It's healthy. Everything was fresh. Some fresh grated ginger. It went like that. Lakeisha, yes, I love this big pot. I got it at Home Goods. You never really know what you're going to find when you go to Home Goods. So when I saw this, it was a good price, nice and wide. You always think, I'm not going to need a pan that big. You need a pan this big. Promise me. Let me show you again how big this pan is. Look how big this pan is. I'm going to say that's a good 15 to 17 inches right there. It's a lot. And for a family of 4, it makes perfect sense. Everything fits right in this pan. You move things to the side, and it's really too big for the burner, so you can even slide it to the side so you have a hot side and a cool side, which is what I did when I already cooked the sugar snap peas. I didn't want it to cook any further, and you just move it off to the side and stir fry your shrimp in there. You want to make sure that your shrimp is patted dry before you put it into the pan. Oh, I just used a little canola oil. I'm sorry, I forgot to mention that. When I was stir frying everything, I just used a little canola oil. And that was that. And dinner is done. Let me put it back. I'm going to flip the camera back around again so you can see the finished product. Look at that. How long did that take? I wasn't timing it. I'll have to go back and watch and see how long did this meal take to make. I mean, not very long. Look at that. So I'm going to call the folks down for dinner. Dinner's ready! And we're going to eat. And I will see you guys later. Thanks so much for stopping by. And come back again. We'll do some more live videos. Oh, they come in. I'll talk to you later. Thanks. Bye. Have a delicious day.